Welcome to the talk show. It's the talk show. Yeah, actually, I get that wrong every week. So it's the talk show. How can you get your own name wrong?
I don't know.
Yeah, because I originally thought it was the talk show.
Yeah. Still getting into it.
Anyway, guys, welcome to the show. How you doing, Hamish?
Not bad.
How was work?
Not bad. I need to apologise if my voice goes off. I'm a bit under the weather.
I think this humidity is not good for anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very hot down this end of the world. If you're listening from the US or something.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, you know how it is.
Looking forward to a holiday in the UK.
Yeah, this weekend, huh?
This weekend.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to the cold.
Oh,
the rain.
cold.
Weirdly, if anyone's saying what's going on, but fed up with the sun a bit.
Definitely looking forward to some cold, but I'm not getting any. I'm getting pool this weekend though. I'm going away for a weekend, so it sounds it's going to be fun. A bit of family time, you know. All right, guys, we're going to jump in. Topic number 1 for this week's show: the worst gaming experience you've ever had. Topic 2: our top 5 games ever ranked. Keeping franchises generalized. Yeah. All right. And topic 3: what does gaming do for you? Guys, as you know, this is A2WGames, the new social hub for all gamers. We are a community run by gamers that host gaming tournaments via our website, A2WGames.com. We analyze the game data throughout the tournaments with the aim of providing you with all those important statistics to help you improve your... Oh, God, I screwed that one up. Statistics to help improve your experience. It happens. This is kind of live. It's kind of live. It's not live, but it's kind of live. So don't wait. Register today at A2WGames.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram for news on what's going on and info on our up and coming tournaments. And don't forget, we have a Patreon page, so if you want to pledge as little or as much as you want, go there. And no more talking about Patreon.
Nope.
All right, guys. So for the first topic, the worst gaming experience you've ever had. I'll start with this because I'm going to actually read what I wrote, because I actually wrote a bit on this. For this game, the hype was incredible, yeah?
Definitely.
So was the possibility of almost endless exploration and the promises of unlimited world brimming with possibilities. You know, me just saying that line, you start thinking, okay, I think I know the game.
Yeah, where would you go with this?
So yeah, I powered on my PlayStation, and first thing that hit me was I couldn't take off straight away. I had a spaceship.
Right.
It was broken.
Yeah.
So next thing you know, I spent 2 hours grinding for the resources needed to power up my ship, and this impeded the chance of me being able to explore and feel free from the get-go, which was the entire reason behind my interest in this game. To top that, and I haven't even said the name of the game yet, but I'm pretty sure people know what it is.
Yep.
To top that, the planets were practically void of life, and whatever life there was looked absurd and very wonky. They looked stupid. They were so stupid. Anyway, it was such a letdown because I was so excited for No Man's Sky. There you go, I said it. And it seriously let me down. I promised to never return to it, although I did a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, with the latest update, I think.
And yeah, I tell you what, I was expecting to start the game and not have to grind to take off.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, you still have to do that first initial grind to take off.
I mean, I got it as well day one, just again for the hype.
Yeah.
And it was just that initial...
Yeah. It's like, if you could fly that spaceship and be
And
let
just take
loose
off.
straight away...
Yeah.
Then that game would be completely different. But the fact that you have to grind so much just to take off the initial...
it was the amount of grind needed.
Yeah.
I can understand a little bit just to get you, the tutorial out the way.
Exactly.
But it was just the amount of it.
And it's not just that. The menu system was really complicated because
was
I didn't realize you had to
go into
the menu. There's a sub-menu to break things apart and create things. And I was really... I didn't know what to do.
There was like a sub-menu to the sub-menu in the menu.
So, yeah, you go to an item. I'm just going to... pull out strings here because I don't know exactly, but say there's a chemical or something, a CO2
compound,
and then you go to CO2 and then you right click CO2 and then there's a breakdown of the stuff you can create with the CO2, mixing it with another thing in your inventory, and that stuff wasn't quite clear from the beginning, so that was something that was dodgy.
And
so
it just said you're missing this item, but it wouldn't tell you.
So I'm missing this item and I'm scouring this bloody planet for an item,
which you don't know where it is.
Yeah, and it's not very clear telling you where the items
but
are either.
When your inventory is full, you'd have to drop stuff, and you don't know if it's important or not.
And your inventory is super small.
Yeah, to start off with.
It's basically you're carrying a fanny pack.
And obviously, with all the videos that kept coming out, it was nowhere near as good as it looked with all the promotional material.
This game was super hyped.
Oh, yeah.
To the point where it was so hyped that when it was released, people just could they were going mental with the fact that this was not what was promised.
No.
It was wrong. It was wrong. And the worst part of it was the developers behind No Man's Sky just kept quiet.
Yeah,
and
for some reason,
to their credit, now after 2 years, I think.
2 years, I think. Yeah.
2 years now, they've actually managed to give people what they promised from the get-go. So they have been working on it, even though they kept quiet. But they should not have kept quiet from the beginning. I think they should have talked.
Explained at least something of what was going on.
It seemed very arrogant from them.
Even in interviews, they kept promising stuff that wasn't in it. So what was they expecting to happen?
It was very difficult to. It was very difficult for me to take it, and even though I tried and gave it another go, even though I said I wouldn't, it's basically burned me out now.
I even tried the VR version, which looks good, but still has that little bit of a
VR version. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those.
I'd
like to try the flying on it.
Yeah,
that should be cool.
I can't get to it because I've got to grind for all the materials, so I haven't even got to that stage yet.
That's the problem with that game. So Hamish, what about you?
On my side of things, it was strangely on PC this time, not so much on console.
Okay.
In 2013, when SimCity was rebooted. But back then, it was the DRM that it had to be constantly online.
Oh, God, no.
So
why?
That's the thing. So I was trying to boot it in, and obviously servers kept crashing, and it just kept kicking me out of the game.
Yeah.
So I was trying to do my little city, try to build up. Nope, disconnects. Kept booting me out.
So you had to have a constant
it was just online, a constant online
you had to be online.
presence.
I just don't like that whole thing where you have to be online. There's still a large percentage of the planet that haven't got internet.
No, of course not.
So I mean, developers, the fact that it was PC, I think maybe on a release on PC, they're more inclined to maybe have.
It was on Origin. It wasn't on Steam or any other.
But they may be more inclined to have an internet connection because PCs generally.
There was such a backlash that they eventually changed it to be offline. You could play it without having to have the internet.
Just for all developers out there, make sure your games are available offline.
Offline, yeah.
Even PSN.
Because Steam had I had a few issues on Steam as well with certain games for some reason. It would have to connect to Steam to then allow me to play.
Well,
even when I was offline for some reason.
This is going to go
This is way back.
And this is going to go a bit out of, not topic, but I've realised, because obviously my game room hasn't got internet yet, that some games on the PSN I can play anyway.
What, offline?
Yeah.
Okay.
Certain games I can play offline, and some games I can't. So I don't know how that's possible.
What? Because you've got them downloaded, you mean?
Yeah, they're downloaded onto the hard drive.
Hard drive, yeah.
But I never thought.
Maybe because it knows you have a active account.
Maybe it checks and it knows my account is active till 2020 or something. Because we every time there's an offer, we kind of pay for an extra year. Might as well. So we want to get that plaque.
Yeah.
That plaque
we never got for some reason.
No, well, you should have got it.
I should have got it.
Not me, because you've been in the game for longer than I have.
Yeah,
so.
and from near the beginning, I think I missed out on just a few days. When
so crappy
from the auto renewal, and I just bought 2 or 3 months on its own, and I missed out on it. For some
there's
reason.
Some local people who have it.
Yeah, some of our friends have it.
Damn, man. I think by the time we would never get it now, because I think that the next one would be these guys getting the next lot, but we would have missed on this one. I don't think they would have released.
It was a nice touch by Sony, to be fair.
It was a very nice touch. Anything else? What you got on there, man? I can see your list.
I mean, I've also got on iOS, to be fair, on iPad. I was excited when Dungeon Keeper was announced. I mean, again, on PC, that was a classic game way back
when. Dungeon Keeper was very good.
And Dungeon Keeper 2 was amazing.
Yeah.
So when I downloaded it first thing on iPad, everything looks okay. Graphics were a bit OC, more kiddie. Yeah, obviously had to be done for the iPad. And then the microtransactions kicked in.
Oh, lovely. We all love loot boxes, don't we?
Again, this was EA, so...
But what kind of microtransactions?
And click on this to make it... rather than 12 hours, you can buy it now.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, that's for anything iOS is like that for me.
The thing is, it was more the amount of times to build something.
Yeah.
It wasn't so much that the fact that it was happening. Yeah. So you want a room built? Yep, 12 hours. Or instant build now, and you pay, obviously.
I don't think I've played a single game on iOS that doesn't have that kind of system. And the problem with iOS games, they are made to be addictive.
No, of course.
And you sometimes think, well, they've given me 20 gems, so with these 20, I can fast forward, or the creation of this guy, or the buffing of this character, and then you do that 3 times, and then I had no more gems left.
Yeah.
But it's only £3 for another 20 gems.
And then
£3.
The pop-up comes up saying, special offer.
It's dangerous.
It is.
It's dangerous because my son plays Fortnite, and 2 times in a row he gets pocket money every month.
Yeah.
So twice in a row he's asked for his pocket money for V-Bucks.
Yeah.
And I've the first time I didn't think anything of it. This second time, I told him that I don't think it's a wise investment.
No.
That physically there's nothing there. He's not getting anything out of it.
It's just skins overall in the game.
It's just skins, and I told him the game is there. You play the game exactly the same.
And eventually
the thing
you get
is,
V-Bucks
it's not cool to not be up to par with his friends.
No, that we can understand on that side of it.
But that's the danger.
That's the thing. Yeah.
It's peer pressure.
Yeah.
It's as bad as I think drugs would have been in school because they're making a fortune out of kids.
Of course.
And I think it's dangerous. I think it's a very dangerous thing, and I really hope loot boxes go away soon.
Sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
On a funny note, I've got the Animal Crossing franchise, which has a save function in it, obviously. But to save it, you have to go into the same menu, the normal traditional way.
Yeah.
But if you switch it off without saving, the next time you boot up the game, you have a character that's called Mr. Rossetti.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you notice how I said it?
Mr. Rossetti?
Rossetti? Yeah, Rossetti.
Okay.
Yeah, Rossetti.
Yeah.
You reset it.
He resets everything.
That's how he says it. That's how his name.
Oh, crap.
So he tells you off for turning off the game without saving the game, and he tells you off by either you have to recite or you have to write down. Depends on what platform. We've had DS, the Wii, and obviously GameCube and everything else. So it will take you up to 20 minutes before you can restart the game.
Wow.
Because he will recite, how dare you not turn off the properly. He'll actually recite a whole load of
So
jargon.
the developers took their time to program this in because they couldn't be bothered to program an easier save function.
No. They've done it on purpose so you make sure to save what you've done.
Okay, yeah, but that's because the developers couldn't do an autosave.
No, they don't want an autosave. It's a way of you not cheating the system.
Okay, fair enough.
Because there's an in-game currency and the process.
Oh, right.
No.
So you have to physically save.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you don't do it, you have this problem.
So this guy will pop up.
But does it autosave if you make that mistake?
No, it doesn't autosave at all.
So you lose out anyway.
Yeah, there is no autosave function. And he will. It's happened to me a few times. I'm like, turned it off.
That's developers just having a bit of fun.
Yeah. It's Nintendo having a bit of fun.
That's clever.
And also the name is a play on words, obviously, with that.
Yeah, Rossetti.
And he's a mole, so he pops up.
Yeah, but you had to say to me. Reset. You had to say
that's what I'm saying. It's just a play on words.
Yeah. All right, let's jump to topic number 2. Our fave 5 games ever. So, okay, I'm going to start with mine, and loads of these are going to be very familiar to Hamish, obviously, and he's probably going to like them as well. So, my number 5 all-time game, and you'll notice very quickly that most of these are all exclusive.
Maybe, slightly.
Yeah. So, 5 is Horizon. It's just such an amazingly beautiful, detailed world. The character's great. The weapon mechanics are amazing. But these tools, I've never seen these kind of tools in any game. At least personally, I haven't seen it. They might be around somewhere else. But this was amazing. So it's very clever use of the bow and arrow in this game. The mechanical enemies are just wow.
For me, it was one of those few games I actually wanted to use a bow and arrow.
So number 4, Ratchet and Clank. Number 4. I absolutely love this game. Except for that problem I've got with that dancing disco ball trophy. So it's a game that definitely took me by surprise. I was totally taken not only by the amazing gameplay and really clever and absurd array of weaponry, the story was super entertaining with a cast who made me laugh so much throughout the entire experience, especially Captain Quark.
Wow. Yeah.
Quack. He's so funny. So number 3, Portal. Now this one's not an exclusive.
Portal or Portal 2?
Both, because I love them both.
Just a franchise.
The thing about the original Portal is you can literally go from beginning to end in an hour.
Yeah,
that's how quick it is. But it's very clever. It's such a clever game, and I always try to explain to people who are not gamers to play at least Portal, because anybody who likes puzzles, this is like the ultimate puzzle
way to get into it. Yeah,
and it's so good. So I want more. Valve,
get into it. Portal,
do something. Valve, they're not doing anything. They just need to do something, even if it's some kind of, Half-Life, maybe.
Well, they did that card game which...
Yo, that's not a game. That's a card game. All right, guys, we are talking about the top 2 games now. I've got Last of Us in number 2. I absolutely love Last of Us, and the reason it's not number 1 is only because there's only 1 at the moment. So maybe if Last of Us 2 is really good, it might be Uncharted, because it's seriously close with these two. The relationship between Ellie and Joel is second to none. There's no other relationship like that in the game that I've ever played. The world and the threat feels all too real. Amazing game. Seriously, yeah. If the second one hits nail on the head, then
that's it.
It might just pop Uncharted down, but I don't know. And I've just said number 1.
Yeah. Whoops.
I talk too much. So yeah, Uncharted number 1. the whole franchise, every single game from the first one to Lost Legacy to Golden Abyss. Every single Uncharted game, doesn't matter if it was made by Naughty Dog or Bend, because Golden Abyss was made by Bend. They are all amazing because of Nate, and Sully, and Elena.
Well,
and Chloe.
Just everyone, just everyone.
Everyone in that game is amazing.
They got everyone perfect on that.
Yeah. The characters are just amazing. So if you wanna any franchise to sink your teeth into that you're never gonna forget, that's it. Marco Polo.
We both got the trophies for that. So
it's such a funny.
When it came up. Well, my top 5 is going to be a bit odd. There might be an overlap, but.
Yeah.
At number 5, I've got Dawn of War on PC.
Wow, Dawn of War,
which is a
Warhammer
game.
See, I've played. Is this an RTS?
Yeah, it's an RTS.
Okay, because I've played a Warhammer one that's like a first-person shooter.
That was the first one. 2 and 3 kind of diverted into a team building, and I enjoyed them. But the first one was the core RTS style.
Okay.
Red Alert, Command and Conquer, that style of, and obviously we both love Warhammer. So it was just my style of game.
It's kind of like it's kind of like the whole Red Alert kind of system. RTS like that.
Build the army, wipe the map with it.
Yeah, Company of Heroes kind of thing, but obviously big time.
Yeah,
perfect.
And also introduced new armies of Warhammer at the time, which I loved.
Does it have the actual proper lore and stuff like that?
Yeah, they've added all the lore and history and an exclusive army made for the game at the time, which they've introduced into the real world now.
That is what I find interesting. That's the part that I'm really interested in. Is I used to play Warhammer, 40k. You know that because you played as well.
Yeah, I still play now. Yeah.
Yeah, I stopped because of the painting. It just drew my head in.
I enjoyed the painting more than the plane, but there you go.
So plus I cheated all the time. But I tell you what, it's so cool when you get away with it. So I used to do that a lot. And the thing is, some of those kids are very big now. So
they shadow over us a bit, maybe. So
it's best to just shy away.
My number 4 game is Fallout New Vegas on PS3 and Xbox. I think it came out.
See, it's on PS3. Fallout I've not actually played.
Which, I actually enjoyed it better than Fallout 3. Because obviously it's based on Las Vegas.
I think I'm gonna have to try that.
Yeah, it's just that open world. The mission. It was more the missions than anything else.
And now that we're on the topic of Fallout, what about Fallout 76? Because we both bought it now, very late into the mix.
Mainly because it got discounted.
Yeah, it got discounted. I got it for like £5.
Heavily discounted.
Ridiculous, man.
I got it for like 12 euros.
But I tell you what, it's actually a pretty good game now.
It's not bad, yeah. To be fair, I haven't given it enough time.
No, neither have I.
But it is an okay game for.
But I feel like I could have spent a lot of time on there if there wasn't another 60 games that are really good.
Exactly. That's the thing.
So I'm sorry, Fallout 76. If I ever get back to you,
yeah,
it'll be because I just have no money to buy any other games.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there are games right now we're waiting for. Well, I've got
Catherine.
Well, we're waiting for Catherine. I've just bought Astral Chain.
Oh, okay.
For Switch.
By the way, we're gonna call after this and see if Catherine's there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So yeah, that's a good game. See, maybe in your list, but it's not on mine.
My number 3 is they'll come under one umbrella, but the theme games, which is your theme hospital, the theme park.
Yeah, I love those games.
The building.
Yeah.
Sims.
See, my list was predictable.
I know.
Yours is cool.
It's just all over the place.
Yeah, yours is much better.
But that's the thing. Growing up, that was my game. Theme hospital, theme park.
Floaty head. I like all that. Floaty head, man.
You do your own little park. You have your characters. You have your customers.
And you've bought the recent one as well.
Yeah.
It's not by the same people, is it?
It's from some of the team that came from
2 Point Hospital.
Yeah, it's 2 Point Hospital.
I got that one as well on Steam, and I think it's really funny. It's amazing.
It's amazing. It's a good homage to Theme Hospital.
It's not. I wouldn't say it's a very in-depth game. It's typical of these kind of games. It's like. You can just have a bash. It's good fun. It's quick.
I mean, if you open the sandbox, you just have a fun.
Yeah. You can go crazy without no limitations, which is also.
I mean,
awesome. Jurassic Park, for example.
Yeah, Evolution. That was again because we enjoy Jurassic Park. That was the best game.
Dinosaurs keep
breaking out
for
some reason. And they go for the same exact spot.
It's always the same.
Yeah.
And then they kill everyone.
And it doesn't matter how many times you rebuild the fence or how many fences you put in the same spot, they will keep going through the same spot.
I've built like six like concrete layers, and they
just
still
keep
get
going,
through. So yeah.
My number 2 is also Horizon Zero Dawn.
So the fact that it's a new IP and it's become such a humongous hit, and every PlayStation player knows what Horizon is, and Aloy and the story, and I think most people can't wait for the second one. I mean, I would love to hear Horizon 2 come.
I mean, I managed to get the Platinum Trophy after nearly 2 years, and I kept going back into it just for that.
Yeah, we've spoken about this, and I just can't go back.
No,
it's too much.
I mean, the DLC is what caused me to go back and finish it. My number one is completely different to yours because it's Pokemon Gold and Silver.
See, I know nothing about Pokemon.
And that is on the Game Boy Color.
And that's one. That's like your number one.
That's my number one.
I know that you go around pretty much everywhere with your phone.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've got Pokemon Go and everything else. Yeah.
Throwing imaginary balls at things.
Oh, yeah, just spinning things, and everyone's kind of going, what's he looking down at?
I thought that's what you were doing today. We went out for a coffee earlier today, and I thought that's what you were doing when you were swinging your phone around.
Oh, yeah. No. I was playing Harry Potter.
Yeah, almost knocking my head off. So I thought, well, he must be doing some Pokemon thing.
No, I mean, I've been a Pokemon fan since day one. I mean, it came out like 1998. There's over 800 odd now. And the new game, the 8th generation, now coming out in November with the new games. Yeah. So hopefully there'll be about 1,000 come New Year.
Wow. So that's a lot of
work as well. Yeah. And the good thing is, get up to a certain point, you could transfer the old Pokemon to the new games. Not always.
So you can keep your Pokemon, and then they just extend the library.
Yeah,
of Pokemon.
The cartridge I have now of Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, I have Pokemon which are over 10 years old in that cartridge.
How can they think of more Pokemon?
To be fair, some of them are really bad.
And similar to each other, I suppose.
Yeah, you can see the copies, and also the Pikachu. The Pikachu clones and
when I did play one on the Switch, and there was a Pikachu and then a
Pikachu clone, probably
other Pikachu color.
And that's the thing. They have clones, but also
Pikachu's awesome after the movie with Reynolds. And
that was amazing.
Reynolds, not Kyle. Ryan. That was just so
Ryan
funny.
Reynolds,
yeah. He's brilliant.
Non-Deadpool
it was basically Deadpool again. Just more Deadpool in a fluffy coat.
Yeah.
So okay, what does gaming do for you? This is quite a generic question, really. We know. I mean,
I think
throughout all the shows that we've done, you can tell what it does for everyone. But for me, it's more about just getting away from the mundane planet that we live in, and the problems and the crap in the news and the Amazon burning and all that crap. And you just
de-stress, really.
Yeah, it's de-stress. It's just switch off from the planet idea. And just go away and do whatever you want to do, be whoever you want to be. And if I want boobs, I can have some boobs, whatever. That's weird. That's a bit weird to say, but you know what I mean. If you want to be a female character, be a female character. If you want to be a dog, be a dog. If you want to be a weird cardboard cutout and rap, be Parappa the Rapper.
I was going to say.
So, that's a cool thing about gaming.
If you want to press X to just put your hand on top of a coffin, do that as well.
Yeah, if you want to tap a mayonnaise jar.
That's it. Yeah, we've done that.
Some mayonnaise.
We did that, about 10,000 times?
And get the plat.
Twice. We did it 20,000 times.
Dude, it was worth the plat.
It was.
It really wasn't.
Not ashamed to say, but we got it. Though,
as far as I'm concerned, it was a lot of tapping.
Yeah.
It took a long time. My finger hurt afterwards, so that is probably the hardest plat I've had to work for physically.
To be fair, I told my wife, can you do this for like a couple of minutes? And she did not understand. She didn't understand quite, but she stood there for about 10 minutes.
She got it for you. Oh my god, that's cheating.
No, it took an hour.
But I tell you what, it is definitely the most physically exhausting trophy I've ever gotten.
It just keeps going. You've got to keep going, and
you get finger muscles.
There's no real timer or counter on it.
You just see the trophies pop, and that's how you know. Yeah. Oh, I've just hit 1,000. It's taking me like 20 minutes. My finger's dead. And the weird thing is, got 10 times this to go.
You've got to dress them up as well, which is quite weird. You've got to have a nice with a bikini. I was going to say.
It is the most random game in the planet, but I tell you what, just because it's random, I like those kind of games.
Yeah, it was just that unique that it worked.
So yeah, other than the fact that you get away from it and it's stress relief, it's also helped. When I was younger, about bullying and stuff like that. It's been a way to get away from life, and that is primarily the reason why I game. And now it's just anything you play is just. It just feels like heaven. Feels like heaven. It's a breath of fresh air.
I mean, everyone has a thing. I mean, they watch movies, TV shows, read a book. Exactly, this is our way of
It's a healthy, well, not healthy as in a physically healthy, but I mean it's an expensive hobby to have, but it's not a hobby for me, to be honest with you. I mean, to be fair, it's more like a way of life. It's just the way it is.
We enjoy more the story-based games.
Yeah,
and also people read a book. So this is our way of enjoying a story.
I mean, I read a lot, but if there's a good game and a good book, that book is going. Going either in the bin or in the shelf, but that game is going to be played first.
I read Terry Pratchett's books, obviously before he passed away.
Yeah.
And they've just recently released Good Omens on Amazon, and that was a good version of it on TV. But I prefer obviously reading the book version.
Yeah. There are good books out there.
Yeah.
You know what? I've got all the Assassin's Creed books. My kids bought it for me.
I never got.
And I feel bad because it's still shrink
It's just there, yeah.
But my friend, I'm not going to say a name, but one of my friends, he plays in the band with me. He's a musician. By the way, I'm a drummer.
Yeah, multitasking,
yeah. Yeah. But, yeah, he said that these books are amazing. And he's a big fan of Assassin's Creed. But he just plays Assassin's Creed, so I don't know whether that's just because he's a fanboy or...
It can be.
But it might be good books. Okay, Hamish, it's been a good show.
Yeah.
It's always a good show.
Yeah, anyway, yeah.
Yeah, because we talk about this stuff for hours. You know, guys, we actually go for coffees to work out the agenda for this show, and we try not to talk about games.
So we just sit there, look at our phones.
Look at the agenda and just nod at each other. Yeah.
Can we talk or can we not talk?
No, don't talk about games. Talk about anything else. So we just sit there and not talk. All right, guys. So remember, register on our website, A2WGames.com, and be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. If you have any feedback, comments, or just want to get in touch with us, email us on the Talkshow at A2WGames.com. Thank you.
Bye.